Hello, my name is Cynthia Mathieu. I'm a professor at the Université du Québec at Trois-Rivières. I'm also a psychologist, and I wanted to do a short well-being video for my colleagues at the university, for my students, and for the employees of the different companies that I usually work with when I work on my research projects. So I guess the first thing that I would like to tell you would be to limit the amount of information that you receive every day. Of course, information is very important, but don't let the news run all day in the background in your house, and don't go all day searching for information about what's going on. Maybe set some time, a time during the day where you actually listen to the news or search for information. But those times shouldn't be the first thing you do in the morning or the last thing you do before you go to bed. And that's actually advice that I give to people who are also anxious in general. Because sometimes they have a tendency to go try to find their symptoms online and gather as much information as possible. But sometimes information, although it's very important, can bring about negative emotions, and you want to limit the quantity of negative emotions that you receive every day. The second thing I'd like to talk to you about is the fact that life is not on pause. Life is simply transformed for a moment. And I'd like for you to think about that and see all the transformations that are there and see how you can perhaps better adapt to it. And also take a look at nature, which I think is a good way to see that life is not on pause. As you can see, the snow is melting here, and spring is coming. So nature is not on pause, and our life isn't either. However, we are experiencing a huge amount of change every day, and we have to adapt to that change. So don't underestimate the amount of energy that it takes you to adapt to all of these different changes. So if at the end of the day you realize you haven't done much, but you still feel really exhausted, well, it's all very normal, because it takes a lot of mental and physical energy to adapt to new situations constantly. And with that, I'd like to say that it's very important that you keep yourself healthy. And by that, of course, I mean some rest, but I also mean eating healthy food and eating well. Sometimes when we're stressed, we tend to either eat a lot more and maybe not choose the best foods, or eat less or not enough. So make sure that you eat enough and that you eat good food. And actually, this might be a good time for you to start cooking, or if you like cooking and you're already cooking, to try new recipes and go online. There's so many different recipes and types of food that you can try. Make it fun. Make it fun, and make lunchtime and dinner time fun if you're with other people. And if you're not, well, you can always have a FaceTime dinner or a Zoom meeting dinner, so you can connect with others who are by themselves, and make sure that they're not by themselves always for meals. And that's what I was saying, is trying to adapt is also trying to be creative with the ways that you adapt to this situation. Another thing that I would like to talk to you about is pleasure. So we've just said make it fun, but to add fun and pleasure to your everyday life. Sometimes we may feel a little guilty for bringing pleasure, or for having fun in these times, but it's actually extremely important for your psychological health to still have fun and still be able to have pleasurable moments with the people that you love. And another thing is learn from your children. I think we have a lot to learn from children. We also have a lot to learn from animals because both live in the moment. And that is something that we need to do more of. And now that life has slowed down a little bit, maybe it's a good time to reflect on that and to try to live in the moment a little bit more. And speaking of time and living in the moment, take the time. Take the time maybe to reflect on things, reflect on your life, reflect on your choices, maybe look at your dreams and write down your dreams or goals in the short term or longer term. And I know I'm not very popular when when I tell people to write down stuff, but I think it's an excellent way to look at your goals and look at your life and the things that make you happy, and do more of those things, and write down what you want, what your goals are, with concrete actions to take you there and to make sure that you're going there. Life goes so fast that sometimes we don't take the time to just stop and look at where we are and enjoy what we've created, the life that we've created for ourselves. And also maybe take this time to actually try new things. Pursue certain passions that you don't really have time to pursue when you're running around. And now that you're at home, maybe you could start thinking about those things. I'll give you an example because we're all in the same boat. So for me, I've been wanting to knit for a long time, and so I tried to do this hand knitting to hand knit a blanket. I found a tutorial on YouTube, found how to do it, ordered the yarn, and I did it. I'm kind of proud of it, and I thought I'd share it with you. So it's a small thing, but sometimes these small things are what makes us happy, and maybe even help businesses by going online and look at what local businesses have done to adapt to the situation. Maybe you can purchase online things that you couldn't before with them, or maybe you can buy gift certificates that you will use later on, but it will help the local businesses survive this situation that they're going through. And so the last thing is a challenge. So I would like to give you this challenge to do. So I'm challenging you to do 3 things. I call it, because I'm a university professor, I kind of have to name all things. So I call it the KER challenge. But it's KER, K-E-R, K-E-R, sorry. So K for kindness. So that's the first thing that you should do every day in the challenge. Do a kind gesture for someone around you. You can call someone who's alone. You can maybe grab something at the grocery store for a neighbor or someone you know, and just leave it on their doorstep outside. Just think about other people and do something kind every day. The second item in the KER challenge is exercise. So I'm not asking you to do a half marathon every day, but be active. Go outside, go play with your kids, go walk your dog. You could also stay inside if it's rainy and you don't feel like going outside, and try all the new YouTube videos that are out there for exercising. That could also be fun. And the third thing is relaxation. relax. So there's many ways that you can do that. You can take a warm bath and just concentrate on your breathing and relax. You can go out in nature if there's nature around you. We know that that really helps with stress. You can try yoga. There's, again, on YouTube, many, many videos to help you do yoga or meditation. But if you do try yoga, make sure that it's not the hot yoga where you're doing a lot of exercises and sweating. I mean, that could be good, but it would probably fall into the or exercise portion of the challenge. Try yoga to help you focus on your breath, on the present, on the moment. And so that's it. 3 things: kindness, exercise, and relaxation. I hope that this is helping you a little bit, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself, that you will add a little pleasure to your life, that you will try the KER challenge. Please take care. Thank you.